Marvel Rivals Season 1 introduced a whole lot of new buffs, and one of the new characters to get buffed is Storm. So we'll break down what her buff was and just how significant this buff was, and just how now you'll see a whole lot more Storms in your ranked matches. And I'll show you just how to play Storm, and you can use these buffs to help you drop easy 50 bombs and just destroy the enemy team with one of the strongest DPSs in the game now. Okay, first is her primary attack called Windblade, and now this attack is a piercing kind of non-headshotting attack that will just do so much damage. Before it hit like a feather, but now it does so much damage. It's crazy. You basically 5-shot any DPS or healer in the game. Like, for example, if you use this on Luna Snow, she's a little low. Let me just get her refreshed real quick. Okay, doing this on Luna Snow, 5-shot dead. So very, very strong basic attack. And remember, this pierces. This is not a one-shot. This will pierce. So you'll shoot these in the team. You'll just be shredding, mowing down the team just with this primary attack. Very strong move. Now, Storm has this kind of area of effectability to her, which is this circle surrounding her, and it has 2 modes. So you have Wind, which will grant her and her teammates a movement boost, which is very good because Storm overall is extremely slow, very vulnerable. So having this on will really make her harder to hit, and you just move around the map faster. And then the second mode is called Thunder. Now this will give a damage boost to her and her allies as well. And with this damage boost, as you can see, you see now it's a 4-shot. Exactly. That 5-shot I was talking about earlier becomes a 4-shot when you're in Thunder. I'll give you a prime example here on Luna Snow here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically a 4-shot. Very close to 5. But yeah, extremely strong move. Extremely strong. Now going off of her area of effectability, she can just change them easily just with triangle, no cooldown on it. So depending on the situation, you could change these two, but majority of the time you will want to be in Thunder because overall a movement boost is good, but it's nowhere near as impactful as a damage boost. And this damage boost is applied to your entire team. Everybody that's in the circle will get this damage boost. And as Storm, I know a lot of people in quick play will play her like this. She is not a flyer like Iron Man. If you are doing this to Storm, you are playing her wrong. Because you see that circle? Where's that circle at? It's nowhere to be found. You're not impacting your team at all. You need to be on the ground. So basically to judge, see, look, you need to be down enough to the point where the circle is at its biggest. So about here. This is probably the largest you want to be at. Because see, the circle will shrink the higher you go. So you need to make sure that wherever you are, you're able to have your teammates in the circle as much as possible. So going off her area of effect, her third ability is called Goddess Boost. Now this, as you can see there, it'll do instant damage to anybody in this circle, and it will change the boost it gives depending on which mode you are, either Wind or in Thunder. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you should always be in Thunder because this boost is insane. So as you just saw, it'll do damage to enemies, and Thunderbolts will strike down every couple seconds on any enemy in your circle. You don't have to aim, you don't have to do anything. They will strike down for a total of 8 seconds until that bar right there goes down to the end. You will be striking damage down. And also with this buff, that damage boost I was talking about goes up. So now look at this. Look at the damage you're dealing now. You're dealing insane damage on top of lightning bolts striking down on the enemy team, and on top of the instant damage. You are going to be shredding the enemy team with this move. And as Storm, she is very weak. Like I said before, she's very slow. So once you pop this move, you kind of want to play walls, play your tanks, play your healers, and you kind of just want to mow the enemy team with so much damage that they have to back up. They have to respect you. Because with how much damage you're able to dish out with so much ease, you're going to be the enemy team's primary focus. And because of that, you need to play safe. Because if you are alive, they cannot win because of just how strong this boost is right here. So you will play around this boost and play around this boost cooldown and just use this to basically win and basically own the point because of just your dominance. You need to play your healers. So it's really hard overall to play Storm solo queue because if your healers are not pocketing you and constantly healing you, you're just going to get shredded really quick and you're not going to really have that big of an impact. But if you're, in team chat and you're able to talk to your healers or just use icons to get them to heal you, you will be insanely strong. But we will also talk about how wind is affected as well. Wind will boost your movement speed with the boost and also apply slow to enemies in your range. So not dealing any damage, but look how fast she's moving now compared to how she was moving before. Yeah, but the problem with this, in my opinion, is that you're still easy to hit. Like, I feel like with that buff, if they kind of gave her a little bit more movement speed to the point where she's extremely hard to hit in this move, it would be warrant to use the boost in wind. But since the movement boost is not that much and the slow is really not that big of an impact, don't ever use your boost in wind. Maybe situationally, like if your team is then you need to get away, you can use it. But majority of the time, just use that boost in storm and you'll just destroy. Now her last ability will be her R1, which is kind of like a bolt of lightning. Now this bolt of lightning does chain through multiple enemies as well, just like her primary attack. Just showing it here as like I response. Boom, see, it'll go through both of them right there. It's very strong. It's very good as like a snipe move as well. It doesn't really have a drop off. It just does instant damage. As you can see, if I can hit this guy right here. Nope. Okay, but it just does instant damage. It's very good. Very good move, you know, to just parry with the oppressiveness of all your abilities. Just zap your dead. No, just parry with your abilities. It's very strong, very strong. Now going on to one of the strongest ultimates in the game is her ultimate, and it's called Omega Hurricane. Now, this ultimate right here got a few changes to it. When Storm pops her ultimate, she kind of goes into like a delayed state where she can be killed, to keep in mind. So this is a tip I'm giving y'all. Do not go into the middle of the team expecting, oh, I'm about to turn tornado, I'm about to kill everybody. No. Right here, that little delay right there before she becomes invisible and then becomes a tornado, you can be killed. So do not use this ultimate in the open. You kind of need to be behind. Remember I told you before, you want to play the walls. So if the enemy team is over here, play the wall, right? You know you want to use the ultimate, pop it until you're invisible, then come out. Because see how long you have to choose where you want to go? There's no point in why you should be out in the open. They give you so much time to choose where you want to go with this ultimate. So you should always just wait to then go. Choose where you want to go. You're invincible at this point. Healers are right here. Pop this. Boom. Wipe all the healers and then get who else you want. One of the strongest ultimates you see there. Look at her health bar. She gets bonus shield when she gets out of it as well. Because when you're playing Storm, usually you're not in the middle of the team. You're, like I said, you're playing walls. And when your team is pushing, you will push as well and pop your boost. But majority of the time, you're hiding behind walls, holding choke points, and enemy teams get close, you pop your boost to kind of deny them that area and deal a lot of overall damage and just snipe teams and do a lot of damage that way. But when you pop the ultimate, you're kind of going against that. You're kind of going into the team to kill their healers. So because of this, you will kill their healers, and as soon as you get out of the ultimate, you're going to be vulnerable to the tanks and maybe other DPSs. So now you have extra HP. Now this is an example when I recommend using wind. If you pop the ultimate, I recommend using wind and just getting out. Get back to safety, because do not try to clean up unless your team is with you, because you're most likely going to die because you're very easy picking. And that's something you need to know when playing Storm. You're not invincible. You're not, unless you can just outright out damage them in a 1v1, you're not invincible. So you need to know that. You need to hurry up and hide, play walls, and play safe. Okay, and that will basically wrap up the Storm guide. And just let me know what you guys think about Storm. Let me know if you guys have been having a blast using her. I've been having fun using her lately. I used her before the buffs, but now with the buffs, she just seems insane. Her damage, I'm dropping 50 kills, 40 kills a game, insane. So let me know if these tips I gave you helped you. Let me know if you're using Storm in rank. Let me know if she's helping you ranked up and everything like that. And I appreciate the love. Hey, look, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. We're trying to get our first 100 subscribers. So I would really appreciate it. Really help out the channel. And I'm going to get out of here. Much love. And I'll catch you on the next one.